This is a recording for the Mill Hill School Building Committee for a meeting being held on January 12th at 6 p.m. Okay, we now have a quorum. Jeremy, Jason, will you list the members that are here from the committee?
Currently, we have Jason, Tom, Hector, Heather, Jeremy, Melanie, and Norm. Am I missing anyone? Jason,
Nope.
Tom, Heather, Jeremy, Melanie, and Norm. From the town, I have Sal and Gerald. Anyone else from the town?
Jessica, I'm here.
And Jessica? Yeah. Okay. We got Jessica. Good.
And I'm here as well. Kevin.
Okay.
Kevin.
Let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic
for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. God bless America. Okay. We don't have the minutes tonight, right? We're doing
correct. There are
26?
There are 6 outstanding meeting minutes that need to be approved. I'll throw them up on the OneDrive so we can review them for next meeting.
All right. Thank you, sir. Invoices. I got invoices totaling $1,703,882.13. Now, you said you had Best Tech, too. I couldn't find
correct.
it.
I sent Best Tech out last night, and it was also on the OneDrive. Best Tech has an invoice for $49,339.42, which makes the total $1,753,221.55.
Okay. Most of these are small, except for the big one with Gilbane. Rob, what are you spending all this money on? Yeah, $1,667,000 is the Gilbane, and everything else is, $500,000, $600,000, $15,000, $20,000, and Best Tech is $49,000. Do I hear a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, Jason. Move to approve. I have a second. Please.
Hector.
Hector? Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. Now, discussion. Any questions on the invoices? You all had a chance to look them over. I did too. And Mark, thank you for not sending all 267 pages. Okay? I appreciate that.
Hello,
Oh,
may I
you're
ask?
welcome.
I looked through everything. It looked as if everything was within the scope of what we had contemplated. Is that accurate?
Yeah,
correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other comments from the committee?
Yeah, no.
I'll call for a vote. All in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Any negatives? Not hearing any. Ayes have it. Owner change order number 6. Mark?
This is, like in the past, this is to capture the ATPs that were previously approved. There are 3 of them. One of them, let me get to, there is one for an existing fire main outside the boiler room that needed to be relocated so we can get the new ductwork up and through the corridor. That was for a total of $2,172.
When was that approved? When was that approved?
Yeah, that was approved last Friday.
Okay. Next.
And then the other one is for a light in room A110A. It was just it's a small room, and it got missed on the plans. So this is just for the total of $1,382, and that was approved last Friday also.
Oh, yep.
And then the last and final one is for additional drainage in the courtyard. The existing masonry walls have weep holes at the bottom, which once the water gets into the masonry wall, you have weep holes on the bottom to let the water out. This is for basically to allow the drainage of these walls to come into the ground and into piping and get it to a manhole. And that was for a total of $6,129.
Okay.
And that was also approved on last Friday.
Okay. So what's the total of the change order?
The total change orders for $9,683.
Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve, Heather.
Heather, thank you. Second?
This is Jeremy. I'll second.
Okay. Any discussion on these? These were brought up
just to comment on.
Yes.
Yeah, just to comment. I guess. So this is a drain pipe from the wall. I guess it was missed. Is that what we're saying?
Well, initially the courtyard was grass.
Right.
And it got changed to concrete. And at that point, when it got changed, this was one of the items that was overlooked.
Okay.
Yeah, originally it was supposed to be grass after. Okay.
That's good. Yep.
Any other comments from the committee?
And just a curiosity of what room was the lighting was forgotten. You said it's a small room. Is it a what room?
A110A.
What?
Is that a class?
If it's 110, it should be in the office somewhere.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Lady, we didn't put a light in your office, huh, Kevin? Okay. Any other comments from the committee? Not hearing any. I'll call for a vote. Okay, all those in favor of approving a change order number 6, say aye, please.
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Nays? None. The ayes have it. Mr. Kowal, are you prepared to give us a project update?
Yep. So I'll start
Good
out
answer.
front. Yep. So at music, right now this week we'll be finishing up the brick installation. So that's a pretty good milestone on the exterior of the building. I tried to take show kind of a section of the brick complete in the kind of little update summary we put together. But we still had a portion of the building tented as we were finishing the rest of the masonry. So it was only a partial picture of the music edition. But we'll wrap up, take down the rest of the tenting that we've been using for temporary heat for the brick, and then next week at music we'll actually start putting in the windows. So you'll start seeing the openings where the windows are supposed to be infilled with the aluminum and then the glass. On the inside of music, at this point we're transitioning over to sheetrock and taping the walls. So we framed out the walls. We passed our in-wall inspection with the plumbing and the heating lines and the electrical that need to go in the wall. So that allows us now to start closing up those walls and actually starting to tape the gypsum board. So that's a big, nice transition there that will allow us to kind of get into paint towards the end of the month, our first coat of paint, and start putting ceiling grid in as we transition into February. In the back at kindergarten, we're just starting brick on the outside, so we were doing the waterproofing and the detailing we need to last week. And over the weekend, we started mobilizing the mason so he's starting and working on the lower courses on the elevation of the kindergarten addition that faces the back playground. So hopefully by early next week, we're kind of wrapped around and starting to head towards the connector hallway in that courtyard area. But we'll be working on kindergarten on the outside for brick for a couple, probably 2-3 more weeks after next week and then the following week. And then as far as the interior, so we're working on installing all the ductwork and all our overhead electrical and heating lines that we can. And we're also pushing this week to finish up whatever we need to do in the walls so we can get an inspection with the town and start really sheetrocking that the kindergarten addition towards the beginning and middle of next week.
Good.
So pushing along outside, we've been doing some areas. We have a little drainage left to do, and we've been really working outside as far as trying to finish up the raceway that we need for the permanent power. So we're pretty close there, and Frontier's been out replacing poles on Mill Hill Terrace. So we're marching towards mid-February permanent power installation, which will be important for the project. So we're targeting the President's Day weekend, so 2/12 through 2/15.
Good. Good. We want to bring everybody up to date on the safety and the accident that occurred.
Yeah, so yesterday in one of the catch basins, we put what's called a silt sack. It's basically a fabric that if anything washes into the parking lot, it catches that debris before it goes into the stormwater. A teacher was actually walking into school and tripped over that silt sack. So we went through and checked. Luckily, fortunately, the teacher seems to be okay. Kevin can kind of chime in, but she didn't have to go to the hospital. Doesn't appear to be any broken bones or anything like that, but obviously a little shaken up. So what we ended up doing at that point is walking around and checking all the catch basins and all the sidewalks and this kind of fine-tuning them as best we can to make sure there's no other little areas that could cause an obstruction. What we were able to do in the silt sack particularly is we cut it kind of flush to the catch basin, so there's a minimal tripping hazard at this point.
Okay. Questions from the committee? Not hearing any. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate the update. Before we adjourn, I do have point of personal privilege. I'm getting old, and the bones are starting to go. Well, they also found a cancer in my tongue. And this coming Thursday, I'm going to report to a cancer doctor at the Yale New Haven to go on for my next steps. I have alerted both Jason and Melanie, and they can do whatever I've been doing, probably a hell of a lot better. So I don't think we'll miss anything from that regard. But, any prayers you got extra, shoot them my way. Okay.
You got it, Tom.
Got it.
Thank you.
Yeah, Tom, we are there with you.
Thanks.
We'll be thinking about you. Let us know if we can do anything.
I appreciate it.
Sorry to hear that, Tom.
Yep. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Yeah, in honor of Harry Ackley.
Okay.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Thank you all. Have a good day. A good week.
Good luck, Tom.
Yep, good night. Good luck. All the best.
Good luck, Tom.
Good luck, Tom.
Bye-bye.
Good luck, Tom.
Night now.